One.
Well, I mean, Veritas has had a couple breaks here and there, a couple seasons. Will they always come back?
Yeah, they always do come back. Link will always be back as long as there is insurgency to play, for sure. FGC
I'm
is
expecting a big game out of him.
yeah,
I haven't seen him play in a while.
FGC's looking pretty good this season, so
I mean, they 11-0'd us.
wasn't yeah. Well, okay.
As for right now, we're gonna see if we can get that rescheduled, but last time after the season probably. Looks like we're going in the pistol here.
Yep.
Any predictions, Wooly?
I don't know. I'll say FGC 11-8. Yeah, I'll go with that.
11-8. Okay.
I'll go 11-9. Actually, I'll say it's really close. We'll go 11-9.
I gotta go with my old team. I'm gonna go Veritas 11-7. I think they're gonna have some pretty sick B plays.
Yeah, dude, they definitely could.
I just don't know who's gonna be playing B for them.
I think Wolfman cross picks. I think Link doesn't play B. I probably would be Obliv. We've got Galthor burping in the chat there. Let me turn the.
It's a very nice chat, yes.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, so should be good. Lineups tonight are Obliv, Link, Hayes, Wolfman, and Torso. Waffle's missing from Veritas right now, and Galthor, Outlaw, Tarpon, Snailman, and Torix for FGC. Pretty old lineup, actually. I don't think Outlawed used to play with FGC when Galthor and Tarpon joined, but I think he played for them before that. I could be wrong about that, though. So, FGC's had their lineup together a rather long time. Link's lineup, on the other hand, while his team's very old, is actually newly put together. They played in the World Cup in November.
Maybe 3 or 4 months old, yeah.
Yeah, they played in the World Cup in November. They started scrimming a few months before that, and you know, so it's a new lineup. Not necessarily new players. Players have played on other teams, but definitely a
this
new
is a
lineup.
lot of their first times on Veritas, though.
Yeah, they played. I believe they won week 1 against Andalus, and then they actually lost a really close match against Blue. On Embassy. It was like 11-9, so pretty close. The Blues looking good this season as well. VEA also. You guys played us pretty close on Embassy last week, so you guys are looking pretty good. Definitely a cool.
And of course, Armada's looking good all the time.
We have our cool hairstyles and stuff like that. So
you guys have all been together for, well, at least the majority of you, at least 3 of the members have been together for the last, what, 5 seasons? You, Glenmore, and Kingmaker?
Yeah, well, yeah, we all started playing together in, I believe, season 6. King actually played with me in season 5, but we were in D3 and we didn't end up playing a lot of games. So, yeah, me and Gren and King have all been together a pretty long time. Since I believe like December of 2015 was when that was. Yeah. And maybe January 2016. Yeah, and Jim's.
Awesome. Well, I just let them know we're ready. I guess they asked us a minute ago if we're ready.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll get this show on the road. So it looks like you and probably FGC have the longest standing, at least core teammates. So we'll see if that experience can help them here.
You forgot about VUBW, man.
Oh, the freshmen. They're freshmen this year, I think. They are the longest. I was being inconsiderate. I was doing D1 only, but they are the reigning champs.
Oh, what's up, Forrester? Dude, Forrester's on the stream. That's an old name. What's up, man? Forrester used to cast games. That's dope.
Awesome.
Cool, man.
Well, let's see what pistols they're running. I think majority are running Macross. I see a couple M9s in the mix. More M9s this season than last season.
Yeah, they put the M9 on both sides now. and it got some kind of buff, I think, after the last update, so people are more hot for it. Outlaw, it's kind of a classic M9 guy. Tarpon with a Mac. Tarpon's going to read across here. But looking at Link, trying to pick Tarpon through this van here. Isn't hitting the shot onto Tarpon. It's a really hard shot to make. Torso's crawling on the bridge.
That's a good kill.
Yeah, taken out by Galthor. Galthor and Torx.
A is completely empty now.
And they're going to move on to
There's
A.
a couple of rotations, yep. He's making a lot of noise. It looks like this might be in FGC's favor. To find the player on B.
Yeah, so
They're gonna pincer him.
Snaily Man looking at that player on Blue Gay, but Obliv going clutch for Veritas.
He's got a big order to fill.
Yeah,
That was a nice try.
doesn't get filled though. The sushi was made late. I don't know. That's kind of lame, but yeah. So they fixed the map bug. That's cool. I wasn't sure if they fixed it or not. They did.
What was the map bug?
They had like for a week you couldn't select players in the map, so you pull up the map and basically you had no way to just get to who you wanted to go to unless you just left click and right click. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Stream, let me know if you have there's technical issues with the stream, so we can get that fixed ASAP. I think everything should be good, but if anything comes up, just hit it in the chat. Yeah.
Looks like FGC are going to stay on Insurgent side. Which
Yeah,
I prefer Insurgent side. I think it is much more fun to play.
Yeah, Insurgent side is the better side on this map. And it's mostly because A is a little bit easier to play for Insurgents than it is to get to C. When you play C, you have this big Africa thing right here that you have to watch C from. But A, it's a lot easier to just kind of get your way in there. All right, so we're gonna see what's going on. I bet Tarpon's gonna have some interesting cross picks. He actually gets shot at, but no one is lost on the cross-pick war, per se. Torx making his way towards Alpha. B smoked out, and Veritas has opted not to play it early. Neither is FGC.
Which is very uncharacteristic of Veritas. They're usually on B right away.
Yeah, Tarpon's on it now.
Maybe he's feeling himself out.
Wolfman's going to pick Torx up here. One kill for Veritas. Link's trying to block.
A nade kill here.
Link's blocking that late on white truck, but B is in FGC's favor. Outlawed looking out of the A windows. I wonder if Wolfman has any kind of vantage point on Outlawed here. He does not, and Outlawed's going to take him out. So Torso kind of hanging out, and Barber. FGC opted actually not to push anyone to Barber. Playing this kind of half-map setup. Outlawed's throwing that nade.
They're getting B capped up. They're going to cap B here in a collective.
Outlawed with another kill onto Obliv after nading Link, and Torso getting onto B after the cap. Hayes with a kill. Still up for Veritas, but gets taken out by Snailman.
Torso's been called out a long time ago. I don't think he's got much longer to live, Wooly.
Yeah, Torso's
Here comes the nade.
Gonna die. Right, so
somehow lives a little bit longer than I thought he would.
Yeah.
After that flashbang.
So Tarpon picking up the objective first round, and Outlaw with 3 big kills there. That kill on Link really turned the tide of the battle due to the nature of the game. Allowed FGC to complete the point cap. Wolfman with a good entry kill there, but Veritas couldn't capitalize on it. He ended up getting refragged by Outlawed, so
maybe 1 or 2 more rounds for them feeling them out. I think Veritas is going to be here pretty aggressive once they get the spots from FGC figured out.
Yeah, I would like to think so too. But we'll see. Torso's got this early smoke here to shield himself. Link opting to counterpick. Link with a few more smokes onto Bravo. Torso is kind of proned out. Obliv sniping. Torix is going to go for Barber here. And Veritas is kind of proned out. At least Torso is. Wolfman.
That was a nice shot by Link, all the way back in construction.
Is Link going to pick up Torix here? He will not. Torix with 2 big kills, but Wolfman is able to kill Outlawed. And Wolfman's on the flank right now. He's probably going to get killed by this right peak.
They've got 3 on B right now. That Tarpon's moving. Obliv with the fail nade.
Can Obliv see this
Almost
player
killing himself.
in gay?
He cannot.
No.
Yeah, turn off the voice chat. I could hear Link yelling a little bit.
Yeah, I already did that. Yeah. For sure.
I think that it could have gone a lot better if the guy's shots did not turn around at the wrong time. Because FGC had 3 guys on B, and if Veritas got high ground, I think they could have killed at least 2 of those guys pretty easy when it was a 3v3.
Wolfman got some early kills, but and Link too on B. Got the kill in A courtyard and B, but Torix actually getting around the enemy, getting us 2 kills from the flanking C skinny. So Torix going A skinny the first few rounds, and then switching it up to C skinny. There, he's definitely changing it up, trying to mind game a little bit. Snailman opting for the cross pick, doesn't get anything. Veritas is going to be crossing Blue Bridge to protect their flank. Outlawed in shops.
There's an
with that
aggressive
pistol.
Link play.
Takes out Galthor, and then Tarpon getting the refrag. Veritas has this double bridge lined up, but no one on B, though B is in their favor. Hayes taking pot shots. Outlawed's going to get killed. He couldn't hear Wolfman because that suppression from Hayes, but Wolfman's going to get taken out by Tarpon, who's still lurking in Africa. Hayes is going to take him out now, and B's in heavy favor for
They're
Veritas.
gonna have to go for this A guy or commit a lot of resources to the B guy. Torix has almost got that cap on A.
And if Hayes should see Tarpon.
Hayes has got to play this really well. Wait for
Tarpon.
that cap.
Torix, sorry. Torix knows where he is. He's going to get the kill, and it's going to be a trade.
That's a good trade.
Torix is kind of just.
I don't know if Torix is going to get a good spawn cap off for this one.
Ooh, a close
He's got
nade
the
there.
guys from B coming to him.
Yeah. Obliv looking for the
He's got a
spawn
lot
camp.
coming towards him.
Obliv
Missed
able
the
to.
one.
Yeah, Obliv and
Torso
Torso.
cleaning up. Torso sees that guy on the right. I think he saw him. See if they can hold C.
Wolfman's should see out of the corner of his eye here. He does see him. And he takes out Snailman. That's a crucial pick because it doesn't allow FGC to get to see. Link is looking for Torix.
And that's not a very good spot for Torix. Link probably just saw his leg there.
Yeah, Link didn't check it. And that's bad. Because now Wolfman's going to have to hold it down for Veritas. Gets taken out by Torix.
They might get the win by cap here. They're
Yeah.
gonna get the win by cap.
Torso did not get there in time. That part of Pills is not good enough to, or it's not in the cap zone. So, though Torso had a big round there at the end, Torix once again coming up big for FGC. So,
Do you agree with Torso going for the killer, or would you rather have him sit and wait for his teams that are coming from spawn?
what do you mean, like
They
going?
had the numbers. It was only 2 guys left on FGC, and they just kept C for Veritas. It was a 4 or 5v2. If he just stayed on B and waited for his team to come from spawn, I think it would have turned out quite differently.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Can't say I can comment on that decision too much. Wasn't actually looking when it comes to that. Tarpon's gonna get into shops here.
Double shot here.
Wolfman getting taken out. Torso is going to take out Torx, however, on the bridge. Galthor waiting at TV.
Still very passive B setup for both teams.
I'm throwing a smoke.
Hayes with a kill on the Outlawed, and Hayes sees that player on red. He's going to nade him out now.
There's some good kills by Link.
Yeah, so
Finally went on the board for Veritas.
yeah, Veritas is going to pick up their first round. So we have moved this season. We have moved to 10 round halves. So we're playing. It's first to 11. It's not first to whatever to 9 anymore. Let's see. What's up?
It's a pretty good
Forrester?
change in my opinion.
Yeah, I like more rounds. I think it should be 16, but you know, people have opinions. Work in small progressional, you know, gains. Get those small gains at a time. You know what I mean? That's how you build those muscles in Streak. So
Exactly.
yeah, get those big muscles, dude. Yeah, so you know, FGC is on the dominant side right now, but FGC's game on market is actually well improved from the past. They're pretty good. Tarpon's getting that kill on Obliv, and Veritas, Link waiting for the connector play, but the smoke is going to draw him out. And Torso running around Barbie here. Galthor has been playing this TV pretty consistently. Torx on B early. It's kind of interesting that Veritas hasn't really opted to have any yellow bridge pressure, and now because of that, FGC's not really playing anyone on the yellow bridge.
Well, they're just getting picked apart right now.
Yeah, and FGC.
FGC is absolutely dominating B.
Wonder if Wolfman's gonna check this corner, and not in time. All right, so 4-1 in FGC's favor. FGC's putting their foot down this game. Torx with 7 and 4 caps. Definitely the highest statistical player on the server right now. It's Harpin and Outlaw with 6 apiece. Snailman's kind of quiet at only 1. He's usually a pretty good player. Like I would say Snailman's probably like a top player, and he's only got 1, so FGC's working it out for
He is
themselves.
getting smoked off quite a bit too.
Yeah.
He's a very good long range shot, so I think they're trying to nullify all the cross picks, but they're still getting hit a little bit.
Link hasn't been
They're
able.
opting to only have 1 go on B this
Throwing
one.
a grenade.
Link hasn't been able to win this B battle versus Tarpon, and that's been the main kind of X factor here. Wolfman getting that pick onto Outlawed. See if he's going to use this to play up. He's
Wood
playing-
might get an 8 kill, but
Wolfman extremely defensive right now. He's with the call out, gets the kill after Torx kills Link. Wolfman's going to take out Snailman from the flank.
and Tarpon's got to be called out right now at the ban. He's been firing away almost 2 clips.
Tarpon's holding this B block, jumping over, going aggressive here. Galthor's dead, and now Tarpon's all by himself. Tarpon gets 1 kill, but thinks there's a player in connector. Does not look at Hayes, who just dropped a white truck, and that's going to be a pickup of a round for Veritas.
And that was a pretty clean round too.
But yeah, you know, Wolfman's actually has second most frags right now, except for Hayes on Veritas, and Hayes has been playing that bridge position, so he really should have the most kills, I would say, playing that, you know, support refrag area. However, Wolfman, you know, he's been killing Outlawed. Outlawed kind of destroyed Veritas one of the first rounds of the game where he got 3 or 4 kills, and ever since then, Wolfman's really been winning that battle. Whoever FGC sends to A courtyard is getting killed. So the problem is that Wolfman hasn't been able to do a lot after that. He's been getting refragged, but that round was different because Wolfman was able to do things with that kill.
We'll see if we can do
shot.
more of the same this round.
Snailman's on top of the construction.
It's not an angle many people play. See if he can get some kills off of it.
And FGC's got this 2 in courtyard, 1 in A skinny area around Alpha. Wolfman's going to get taken
Wolfman
out.
getting another pick.
Wolfman.
2 kills for Wolfman.
Wolfman!
Triple for Wolfman.
The Wolf triple kill, man. That's insane. Wolfman just telegraphing that FGC A strat. Boom, boom, boom. Kill, kill, kill. And
he looks connector here in the next second. He sees his foot. Oh, he did not.
Does he see the foot? He's checking red. Oh, he knows he's
Here's
pills.
him.
Galthor just killed Link. Oh, but Snailman. Oh, and what a round. FGC just flipped this. Wow. That's insane. Wolfman killed everybody.
That was crazy.
And then they still didn't win the round.
Snailman gets his own 3 kill.
Snailman, clutch plays. Yeah,
Very
man.
impressive UMP play. I don't really see too many players using that gun.
Yeah,
The slow rate of fire.
Butter likes it. Butter likes to use it. He's pretty good. There was an old player named Derp Danny that was probably considered one of the best insurgency players of all time by many people, and he actually used the UMP, but he was one of the only people that did.
Yeah, Derp Danny was good back in the day. He used to play with Forrester, who's in the chat, on Bromance. Really good old EU team. They were quite the pair. So, yeah. You can definitely ump it up a little bit.
And Tarpon getting in the easy pick there. Supposed to running straight down the alley, not sliding or anything. Link's pretty aggressive in there. I'd be in the helicopter right now. See if he can get a kill or 2.
It's a nade pull. He's gonna kill Galthor and try to get out of there. Link with
Gets
2
a double.
kills.
He's got to know there's another guy out there.
And FGC's been playing one in the street late every round. Snailman's always rotating up, gets the kill through the van onto Link, but Obliv gets the B cap, and Link will actually come back into game.
That was a
Wolfman,
great cap.
Wolfman on the battle with A right now. Torix on Alpha, playing these tracks. And he will peek out, and Wolfman will kill him. Seeing him through that little crack. Outlawed. Getting one, but not the other.
Good refrag. That was a solid round. That was the B cap that I expect from Veritas.
They let Link push through. Link was able to get a few kills and actually be effective. And they had a guy rotate back onto B from the connector position. So you basically have Link running through B to flank and a player who's actually coming on to take his place and cap him back in if he dies. It's a really good strategy. Definitely good play there by Veritas. Frags right now, Wolfman at 10. Hayes at 8. Torso, Obliv, and Link are all sitting at 5 or 4, respectively. And Tarpon and Torix having 8 apiece. Torix with those 4 caps, leading the server. Outlaw with 7. Galthorn and Snailman with 5.
I'm gonna watch Wolfman this time. He's been doing some pretty good things the last 2 or 3 rounds.
Oh, wow. FGC with the double cross pick. They're going to get Link right off the gate. And Obliv throwing this nade. Torix playing the helicopter. His fire may have given his positioning away. Obliv pre-firing back in, but Torix is prone. Torix going for the kill. Super aggressive. Torso takes him out after that kill. And Torso rotating to block B. Snailman is still in construction. Oh,
Wolfman gets a double. He gets a
Wolfman's
triple. That was a great play by Wolfman right there.
Wolfman's killing everyone.
They're gonna cap A before anything else happens, though.
Yeah, and Outlaw just killed Wolfman.
Now it's a 5v2.
And they've got 25 seconds to cap.
I don't see them capping this fully.
Yeah, me either. Outlawed.
Hayes has to pull off some really nutty stuff.
He just naded Hayes from connector. That was insane.
That was a very good
Outlaw just naded Hayes off of the bridge. And is FGC gonna get this block? Are they gonna be too slow?
I don't know.
I think they're gonna be too slow.
They know the numbers. That should not have been capped.
Yeah, they know Torso's at Blue Gay. And
Now all the pressure's on Veritas to get on an objective quick.
Yeah, they're double capping this, so Veritas is just waiting in Outlawed's crosshairs right now. Outlawed about to go big on the spawn camp. Shoots at his teammate, Obliv. Will they get onto A? And they do. Obliv able to take out Outlawed. Gets shot from the back by Tarpon, and it's all Hayes. And Hayes is dead, so 6-3 FGC.
These are some pretty darn close rounds. I've never seen an aid that good on Blue Bridge from that A connector.
And that's a huge factor in this map, is it's the ability to go and rotate from your respective sniper building to A very fast in the late game. You saw Outlawed get onto A despite FGC losing B. They'd capped B up to about 50% plus, and it took Veritas a long time to decap the point.
And because of that, you know, FGC was able to cap A actually before Veritas was able to get on B because it was so far capped up. So it's a huge factor. Definitely an advantage for Insurgent side. Security can do the same thing. It's just a lot riskier.
Smoke grenade, look out!
Looks to be going aggressive again here.
Grenade incoming, heads down.
Galthor
And
with the
so
frag.
there's two players right next to each other. Mike's going for the killer from the nade again.
Galthor's just
Galthor
prone
getting him.
in that connector.
Wolfman's still doing work.
I'm changing magazines.
Yeah, Tarpon able to pick up Wolfman. 2v4. Hayes with the kill on Torix.
Ooh, Hayes was close to that kill as well. And they've got all their numbers lined up on him, up on Blue Bridge.
I'm throwing a frag.
And
Yeah,
they
they're-
does not connect somehow.
They're double capping B at the moment. Hayes takes Tarpon out.
That's another good kill. Galthor's got his sight right there. They're gonna try nading him again. I don't think they know where Torso's at.
Snail takes Hayes out. And Snail's going to take him out as well, taking out Torso, so 7-3 FGC.
Not too much Torso can do right there on that round. So when you're stuck a white truck, you can only kind of peek one angle at a time. If you pick the wrong one, you kind of screwed up. It's a 2v1 in that situation.
Yeah, white truck is definitely a little inferior to red truck, for sure.
Yes, not many options to escape.
So that's
We'll
half.
see how Veritas can take the favorite side.
Yeah, 7-3. Now, you know, I think 7-3 it's probably a little in favor of FGC, but maybe, you know, maybe it's about where you would want to be. Lately, in a lot of these scrims that we played against, you know, various teams, you guys, you know, we just played one today actually, and you know, you saw that most of the teams, or our teams, won most of their rounds on Insurgent side. So,
Yep.
I think that's. I'm spectator glitch. Yep. Okay. Good. Cool.
So score at half is 14 kills for Wolfman, 10 for Hayes, 11 for Tarpon and Outlawed. Twerks 9-7. FGC's pretty even. Veritas has 2 double-digit players right now.
Tarpon was on that nice shot, but Wolfman responds right away.
Wolfman killed him, counterpicked him.
They still got Snail in the back, looking for some more picks.
And Obliv's going to make his way onto Bravo.
Very interesting that they're not playing Africa this round.
And FGC's
One of the
really,
strongest points.
yeah, FGC's really slow on this side. They've opted, Outlawed's got this yellow pressure.
Shit!
And Link's gonna get a nade kill possibly on
Galthor is going to die right here. No, he doesn't. And Outlawed,
Galthor. Good flank by Torso. They still don't know where Obliv is.
yeah, Wolfman rotating up, getting that kill onto
Obliv
Outlawed.
getting the call. Top blue is called out. And now it's a 1v3. Let's see what Taurus can do here. He's been called out.
Torso with a big round. 3 kills.
And I really liked that it was someone else besides Link going aggressive on B that round. Obliv got in a position that you weren't even looking for him. And right inside the helicopter.
Yeah,
He's
and
the first Veritas member to move like that. Besides Link.
yeah, Link definitely not having a good game right now. Link is a really good player. Maybe he just needs to find something different to do against FGC. FGC is really good at shutting down really aggressive styles of play in certain parts of the map. So
And he has been playing them for a few years now, so they know his playstyle pretty well.
yeah, definitely FGC. There's some good players. It's very, very difficult to go positive against them for sure.
Let's see if Wolfman can get the pick again.
Wolfman's having a big game. Tarpon picking Link
Tarpon
off.
getting, like, that's 2 rounds in a row getting prospects, and that's another one. This is not looking good for Veritas.
Yeah, FGC playing this A courtyard heavy half map setup.
Torso's going to try to do a desperate flank here. But Tarpon's still watching his back.
Wolfman saw Galthor. Torso's going to get the pick. But
Hey, they got
Hayes,
the cat back though. 2v5.
Wolfman with the headshot.
Wolfman's going to try to get this clutch for his team right here.
Oh, nice nade by
Torso with a
Outlaw,
nice
but
kill.
doesn't quite get him. Wolfman peeks that area there. FGC shutting it down.
It's really hard to do